Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Open Mic Night, a Bobby G and Friend production, brought to you by Nutmeg Television. My name is Ron Gagnon. I'm your host this evening. I'd like to take a minute to welcome aboard a good friend of ours, Mr. Jim O'Hare. Jim, how you doing tonight?
Good, Ron. How are you?
I'm doing great. Welcome aboard.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me. It's going to be a good week this week. We've got a nice lineup.
Oh, yes, no doubt about it. So, speaking of the lineup, who we got first tonight?
Well, we have a gentleman named Mal Fry from Suffolk, England. He's a lyricist, musician, composer. As a matter of fact, two of his songs are on Dutch TV.
Really?
One is called You Were There and In Your Arms.
Nice.
He spent a short period of time with a band called October Sun. And he's up first, and his name of his song is Open Your Eyes by Mal Fry.
Awesome. What do you say we take a listen?
Let's do it.
Enjoy.
Gentle rain falls on the window, a wistful smile reflects within. A street full of people going nowhere fast. Life is rushing, we don't notice. Too much to do, so little time. Lift your head and look beyond the onward march of the day. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. There's so much more beyond the edge of your reality. Look out over the horizon, nowhere's out of reach. The beauty of the world around us, the beauty of the peace within, is something that we can all achieve if we're prepared to take it in. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Of the world around us, the beauty of the peace within, is something that can be achieved if we're prepared to take it in. Open your eyes.
That was Mal Fry with Open Your Eyes.
Beautiful tune.
Ron, what do you got coming up next now?
Next, we got a young man who hails from Devon, England. His name is James Watts, and he is a singer, composer, an excellent guitar player. And his genre of music is blues, folk, and country music. The song that we're about to hear is entitled "Keep the Wolf from Her Door." And that makes me think about a married couple where the husband dies and he comes back as a spirit and he's going to protect her.
Interesting.
So I believe that might be what you get out of it. So
Okay,
all
well,
right.
let's take a look.
All right, enjoy.
This is the first song I ever wrote, probably 35, 40 years ago. See if I still remember it. She came to me, eyes filled with pain. Life had been broken for a while. Here I am, trying to get the rain from her shoulder. Here I am, trying to keep a wolf from her door. Know that a heart is in a land far away. I know how hard it must be for her to stay. Here I am, trying to keep the rain from her shoulder. Here I am, trying to keep the wolf from her door. Just want to show her doesn't have to rain. Want her to know you can learn to love again. Here I am, trying to keep the rain from her shoulder. Here I am, trying to keep a wolf from her door. She came to me, her eyes filled with pain. Life had been broken for a while. Here I am, trying to keep the rain from her shoulder. Here I am, trying to keep a wolf from her door. It's been a long time.
Hi, I'm Bobby G. The next performer that will be performing tonight is a gentleman that I've known for a number of years by the name of Cal W. Myers, the cousin of Ron Gagnon and band member to Just Cuz of Jim and Ron. He'll be performing a song that pertains to a friend of his and his friend's newborn son. Aptly, the title of the song is called Newborn Son. And here's Cal Myers performing Newborn Son. Enjoy.
hole. Well, my life is me away, and I don't know how far it can go, but I know I've got to see a newborn son. I'm traveling through a place I've never been before. I'm bleeding bad and I don't know if I can go on anymore. Well, my life is me away and I don't know how far it can go, but I know I've got to see a newborn son. Newborn son, and I
And that was Cal Myers with Newborn Son. Do you remember Cal used to be in Old Number 7?
Yeah.
A band from years ago. And Midnight Rose, and now he's a member of our band Just 'Cause, as you know.
Well, I was with him in Old Number 7 and all those other ones there too. But yeah, I remember the good old days of being young.
So what do you got coming up next?
All right, next up we got a young man that hails from New York, New York. His name is Mr. Lee Lawless. He's a blues player, composer. He plays all three instruments, as you will see in the video, because they're using split screen technology and whatnot. But he does play all those instruments. And he, what was I going to say now? He's been playing, he has played at Webster Hall in New York. And I was thinking about a couple other places there, and he's played in front of thousands of people. And the title of his song is called Lee Lawless Boogie.
Ah, well, let's take a look.
Let's take a listen. Enjoy. And that was Lee Lawless with his song, Lee Lawless Boogie. Hope you folks enjoyed it. Now, Jim, I am so glad you're back on your own team. I'll tell you what.
Oh, thank you.
It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll get some laughs coming up. I know we do. Yeah. So who else we got on show tonight?
Well, we have a young lady. Her name is Moyerlin Stevens.
Moyerlin.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
She's from Niagara Falls, New York. She's a singer, composer, lyricist. She plays more of the genres of country, classic rock, folk.
Nice.
She's got a nice song that's called We've Come a Long Ways, Baby.
Yes, we have.
Yes, we have. It's about the history of women's rights.
All right.
This goes way back to when they didn't have the right to vote or say anything. So now women's rights, they're equal, and this is a story of how it happened.
Well, you say we take a listen.
Let's take a look.
All right. Enjoy.
Way back in Grandma's day, most women didn't have a say. Women wanted a better way, better rights and equal pay. We've come a long way, baby. A woman stood behind her man. He ruled with an iron hand. She run the home and worked the land, bore his kids and sewed by hand. We've come a long way, baby. Miss Paul started a revolt, then became the Fed scapegoat. 1920 was a victory jolt. All the women got the right to vote. We've come a long way, baby. Then women got some new laws, wrote the right to drive, the right to smoke. Our mothers in all their hopes burned their bras and shocked the foes. We've come a long way, baby. What those women put into play, history books now mark the day. And all others join to say, we'd do it again the same way. We've come a long way, baby. Oh, the 60s, they were grand, but not without reprimand. Red stockings changed the land, demonstrated our own demands. We've come a long way, baby. Then women got some new laws, wrote the right to drive, the right to smoke. Our mothers in all their hopes burned their bras and shocked the foes. We've come a long way, baby. Most women get equal pay, change the rules and drop to obey. We have the right to do and say what we want on any day. We've come a long way, baby. And the women got some new laws, wrote the right to drive, the right to smoke. Our mothers in all their hopes burned their bras and shocked the foes. We've come a long way, baby. We've come a long way, baby. We've come a long way, baby.
And that was Moyerlin Stevens with We've Come a Long Way, Baby.
All right.
What do you got coming up next there, Ron?
Next, we got a young man named Jason Mark Yates. Now, Jason hails from Worcester, England. He is a songwriter, composer, lyricist, and he's played in a number of bands playing music like Led Zeppelin and Black Sabbath. Very good guitar player. The title of his song is War is Overrated. And as veterans,
We know.
we know that for sure.
It sure is.
All right. So, I mean, with everything it's got, we've got to give it a good listen to.
Good. Well, let's see how it goes.
All right. Enjoy.
Join up now and see the world. Salute the flag as it's unfurled. Meet new people, get an eyeful. Then remove them with your rifle. Stated reasons for the crime. Justification for their time. Someone always has to pay. Faceless voices painted gray. Put down your weapons, it's time to love. All those you hated, show that you can rise above. War is overrated. People fighting everywhere. They don't seem to have a care. Anytime, any day. Anyone who's in their way. Love is the answer, it's the key. But we can't make them agree. It's like talking to yourself, and it ain't no good for your health. Put down your weapons, it's time to love. All those you hated, show that you can rise above. War is overrated. War is overrated. War is overrated. War is overrated.
And that was Jason Mark Yates and his song, War is Overrated. And we know that to be a fact.
Yes, we do.
Jim, it's been a pleasure. Man, I'm glad you're on board. I'll tell you what.
Well, thank you, Ron.
It's
So am I.
been a lot of fun tonight. I'm sure we've got a lot of weeks ahead of us. So let's say we bring our producer, Bobby G, back in and have him say a few words.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, then. Bobby, it's over to you, sir.
Well, thanks a lot, boys. I'm Bobby G, and this is Open Mic Night. And you're going to be listening in a few seconds to James and Ron playing a song that Ron wrote called I Do. But at this time, I want to thank NutmegTV for allowing us to air this program. I want to thank various artists that donated their music for your entertainment tonight. I want to thank Mal Fry, Jim Watts, Jason Yates, all from England. I want to thank Lee Lawless and Moira Stevens from New York. And I definitely want to thank Ron's cousin Cal Myers for his presentation. And last but not least, I want to thank you, the audience, for stopping by and catching a glimpse of the show. I hope you come on back. And now, we'll be listening to Ron and James playing I Do.
Looking into your eyes, I see you love me still. Before God and family will always be true. As we say together these words I do. Then I took you by the hand, danced to the rhythm of the rain. We kissed and you smiled at me, remembering when you stood behind me and touched my shoulders. And I stopped and turned around, and the beauty that stood before me lifted my spirit off the ground. That's when I said I love you, and I always will. Looking into your eyes, I see you love me still. Before God and family will always be true. Together these words I do. I do. I love you, baby.